Dr. Almer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions. Another question and answers. Very, very exciting. It says, when you eat alkaline foods, doesn't the human physiology automatically react and compensate to increase acidity to avoid pH change through various mechanisms? If so, it shouldn't be possible to alkalize oneself by diet. The concept that you're taking is absolutely correct with respect to the blood. You have a buffer system within the blood in order to maintain a very tight range of pH. You also wind up with a blood-brain barrier that protects even from the blood because the blood pH changes too much. Now, what I'm describing is once you get stuff into your body and into the blood, then it goes out into the tissues of the body. We call that interstitial fluid. That interstitial fluid has a pH to it, and it works best from an immune system point of view when it's a pH that is alkaline. And you can determine that through the foods that you eat. That system is affected, and the blood system is affected by your bone. You can pull calcium out of your bone if you have too much acidity. And that's the tendency in our culture and our heritage to eat foods that are much too acidic, much too many foods that are acidic, and we're not eating foods that have that alkaline content, and therefore we're leaching our bones constantly, and we wonder why there's so much osteoporosis. The poor bones are being affected. But the way that the alkalinity works is if we improve the alkalinity in our interstitial fluid, like I said before, the skin is the first line of defense against the bad stuff, the bad guys that tend to like to get in. Once it gets across the skin, then it gets into the interstitial fluid. If you have a primarily alkaline consistency in your interstitial fluid, alkalinity kills those bad guys. Acidity is conducive to life to the bad guys. And so we want to keep that more of an alkaline consistency. And vegetables are the way you do that. That's the best way. Also, I had commented on utilizing dolomite as a calcium supplement to change it. And I had a question that calcium supplements are shown to promote cancer. Don't you worry about calcium levels. That is not science-based. Well, what you're saying is true relating to calcium supplementation. I'm talking about beefing up the alkalinity. Ultimately, the best way is to eat your veggies, especially the green stuff, which most people don't like. But if I need to change my alkalinity fairly quickly, I can change that through a calcium supplement in order to change that pH of the interstitial fluid. Now, notice I wasn't doing it separately. I was doing it along with vitamin C. Vitamin C is going to be working with the connective tissue and with the beefing up the immune system. But vitamin C, calcium over a long period of time may wind up being a problem when you're utilizing only it. Just like the pH waters, the alkaline waters tend to not give us all the other stuff that we need. That's why I see it a little more like a fad. And a lot of those people who drink alkaline waters, if they don't have alkaline waters, they don't drink water. That does not make sense, guys. We got to drink water. We're 70% water, and our brains are closer to 90% water. So let's get lots of water. Let's get lots of vitamin C during this time, and lots of veggies. And if you're not into eating veggies, do some calcium supplement in order to get your pH alkalinity so you can whoop the bad guys before they ever trigger a response to the system, so that your immune system sees it, responds to it. When I say response, that's not a reaction, it's a response, meaning it cracks the code and makes the antibodies without having to go into a pathophysiology, which we would call sickness or disease. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and keep those questions coming. We're gonna keep responding to those. Love you guys' thinking. I love that you're thinking, and we're here when you're ready to get your life back. Thank you. Bye.